Hey guys, today we're going to be unboxing the 2022 Record Store Day vinyl of the Royal Tenenbaums motion picture soundtrack. Let's do it. Hey guys, welcome back to another vinyl unboxing episode. Now last week was part 2 of 2022's Record Store Day, and for the first time pressed to vinyl, we have the Royal Tenenbaums motion picture soundtrack. And let me tell you, this one was not easy to come by. I called a few places, they were sold out. I actually had to wait till the next morning and order it online. Now I got this copy from the Bull Moose website. I know that Rough Trade had some copies, and also Plaid Room had some copies, so hopefully you were able to pick it up. Now, if you weren't, then maybe this video will help you decide if you want to pay up on Discogs for it. Right now I'm seeing it go from about $40 all the way up to $90. So I do want to talk about the album. I want to talk about the tracks that are on the album and also some of the tracks that are not on the album. So we're going to start here first with the cover, and it is kind of your standard Royal Tenenbaums cover. It's what was on the DVD, not the Criterion Collection. That is a different cover. We do have the official Record Store Day sticker, and just above that it says available for the first time on sky blue and olive green vinyl. Now we flip it over to the back and you're going to see that we have the full track listing. We have artists included such as Nico, Bob Dylan, The Clash, Ramones, Elliott Smith, Nick Drake, The Velvet Underground. So a very, very good compilation of the soundtrack. It also includes original music by Mark Mothersbaugh and the executive soundtrack album producers Wes Anderson and Randall Poster. So one thing I do want to get into is there are some tracks in the movie that are not on this album. And you could probably say that for a lot of the soundtracks, but I did want people to realize this before they went out and maybe spent up or didn't completely look through the track list, which we do from time to time, especially with soundtracks. Now, the 3 tracks that I noticed that were missing were the opening track, which is kind of a string version of Hey Jude, where Alec Baldwin also does his opening narration. We get a whole history of kind of the family to bring us up to the present day. That is not included on this album. Now the second track that's not included on the soundtrack is Look at Me by John Lennon. The version in the movie that Wes Anderson uses seems to be an earlier version or a demo version than the one that was recorded for John Lennon's album Plastic Ono Band. And I actually prefer the version that's on the Royal Tenenbaums soundtrack over the studio version. Instead of picking it, I think it's more of a strumming and there's no vocal effect on his voice, and I just really prefer that version in the movie. Now the third song that is not included on this soundtrack is Ruby Tuesday by the Rolling Stones. You may remember that from the scene where Margot and Richie are in the bedroom inside the tent. Now, I imagine the reason for that probably has to do with licensing and royalties. They were able to use it in the movie, but not on the soundtrack. So if anybody has insight into that, I'd definitely like to know. Okay, so after recording this episode, I went back and rewatched the movie and noticed a few more songs that were left off the soundtrack. Before Ruby Tuesday, which I already mentioned, there was another Stone song called She Smiled Sweetly. These are both off the album Between the Buttons, and you can actually see the album being held by Margot and then set near the record player in the movie. Now, Ruby Tuesday is not included on the UK version of this album, but in the US version, Ruby Tuesday is track number 3, and She Smiled Sweetly is track number 5, so some creative liberty was taken here. 2 more songs I noticed that were missing were Paul Simon's Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard, as well as the end credit song Everyone by Van Morrison. Alright, so now that we've kind of gone over what's included in the album and what's not on the album, let me know below if you guys think that would deter you either way from wanting to pick this up. Did you realize it before you purchased this? Were you disappointed when you listened to it that maybe some of the tracks weren't included on this? So it's still, just looking from the track listing, still a really, really good compilation of songs, so I'm pretty excited for it. Now, I think it's about time we just open this up. Really excited to see the colored vinyl and also maybe some of the artwork that's on the inside. I mean, it is a gatefold, so that's cool. And let's just pull this down. All right. So we're gonna open this up here. Okay, cool. We got some images from the movie up here in the top left. You can see the tent that I guess is probably in Richie's room that he stayed in. Then it looks like, I'm not sure whose room that is. And here's the bunk beds that Ari and Uzi sleep in, or try to sleep in, until I forget one of the kids comes down and sleeps with Ben Stiller on the floor. But this is the area and scene where the song "Look at Me" is played. Then we have the fireplace. Over here on the right, we have a full track listing with credits, special thanks, gives all the musician credits, and then there is a cool little typed note by Wes Anderson. So yeah, I definitely want to read that. That's pretty neat. I don't know if there's any inserts or anything included that beyond this. It may just be the album, so let's find out. All right, so we got the first album here, and it is in a plain white sleeve, plain white paper sleeve, so there's no kind of protection on the inside. Some of them have kind of that plastic to kind of smooth things over, but this one is just a plain paper sleeve. And it looks like we have solid blue here. And in the middle we have the sticker, a pink sticker with the track listing for side A, and then also the track listing for side B. All right, that looks pretty cool. And now I imagine the other one is, which says it's olive green, that one's probably going to be just a solid green color. I was curious if they were gonna do anything kind of like like a transparent version, or sometimes they have kind of like a cloudy or milky version or hazy version, they'll call it. But it kind of makes sense that they do have solid colors, because that just kind of goes along sort of with a Wes Anderson theme. Like his movies, the way they're filmed and the color he uses, everything is so vibrant. So here we go. This is definitely an olive green here. Yeah, I like, this is a nice olive green color. It's kind of like an army olive green. Very, very nice. Again, with the pink sticker, side A, and then we flip it over, we got side B here. So very cool. I do like the colors of the album. I like how they kind of did two separate colors as well. That just kind of mixes it up a little bit. And again, his colors are so vibrant. We have the very, very pink cover and inside. Doesn't look like there's any other notes or inserts, or even like I didn't see a download card or anything like that. But yeah, very excited to be checking this out. Let me know if you guys picked it up, what you guys think of it. What do you think about the pressing? I haven't listened to it yet, so how does it sound? Let me know below. If you like more of these videos, definitely give us a like and subscribe. We got more on the way, and yeah, really excited to keep doing these. All right, everyone, take care. Peace.